Hello, brave awakened ones. Veronica of Hiram Holistics. For anyone who is offended somehow or gets pissy over me mentioning my accreditations, feel free to switch me off right now and never return. Just want to say, because I'm sick and tired of the nasty comments and letters, whatever. Okay? You know, I'm from New York. I'm going to get Brooklyn on you right now. Okay? Any which ways, this is Veronica of Hiram Holistics, certified empathic, medical, certified holistic integrative health nurse, medical empathic intuitive, Usui Reiki master, spiritual counselor, guide, and author of the children's activation book, How the Caterpillar Flew, A Journey of Self-Discovery. Lovely drawings, and it rhymes. And it is I designed it to trigger the awakening of the hidden potential in the child. That's what it was designed for. Okay. And for anyone interested in ordering it, you can order an autographed copy from my website, hiramholistics.com, or you can go to any major online book retailer. Amazon, Books and Books, Barnes and Nobles, Books a Million, Blackwell Books. It's sold all over the world. And my book signing is coming up in the largest Barnes and Nobles in South Florida, the 16th of February in Miami. Okay, and I wanted to say thank you to my Patreons and my supporters. Now I'm making this video, and the title is Creating Pockets of Heaven on Earth. And I was triggered myself and activated by a video from David Butler called Bubbles of Heaven. And he was reading a message from Cobra. And I've seen Cobra videos. I think I watched one once and I was like, man, not for me. And that was many years ago. And how I came across the David Butler video was literally I was trying to get to my own channel to check my messages and stuff, and I hit his video by mistake. And this video started playing. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I felt like, oh my God, like it literally triggered me. Like I haven't had an activation like that in a while, unless it's coming from my own oversoul or from a divine being that I'm working with directly. Not too many from videos. So it was kind of shocking how I felt. And then because it coincided with the message that I received from my oversoul called Creating Pockets in Heaven, like I'm going to start creating pockets of heaven on earth, which I was given that assignment because one of my numbers is a 22. It's 55 and 22. Those are my two numbers. And the 22 Master Builder number, I've known since I was a teenager. Even have jackets with 22 on it, never understood why. And then back in 2012, December of 2012 is when it was revealed to me why the number 22 and how it meant Master Builder and everything like that. And then I was given an array of things, nonstop channeling and downloads of what I'll be doing and building. And my oversoul always said it was heaven on earth, that I'll be building my pockets of heaven on earth. And I was given the geographical area where I'll be doing this, the different geographical areas, which I'm not going to reveal because you don't know who's listening. And I know they monitor me because they've been taking down my videos. Okay. So I know where I'm supposed to be. So, yeah, so that video triggered me on how now is the time, which I know 2019 is when we're going to actually physically start building our pockets, creating our pockets of heaven or bubbles of heaven. And a lot of people that I've been doing sessions with, they're getting ready to move and getting ready to situate themselves where they're going to start building their little pocket or bubble of heaven. And it could be on a grand scale. Like I'm on a rather large grand scale, or it can be on a smaller scale. So just because you're not like going to have to rebuild the infrastructure of a small country like I am, or have a big health and learning center and teaching centers You know, if that's not you, that's fine. We're all going to whatever degree we're supposed to go to, whatever level it is. Even if you're going to have your own little practice, you know, and it doesn't have to be energy healing. That's a misnomer, that unless you're an energy healer, you're not a light worker. Or no, it could be musician. You're going to open up your own studio. I mean, part of me is not just holistic and integrative health. The other part of me has a lot to do with farming, has a lot to do with nutrition, has a lot to do with different modes of learning, has to do with entertainment, it has to do with art. I mean, because those are all parts of me, and I'm told I'm going to use every single part of me. I'm going to be emptied out. Literally, every part of me is going to be used. So you could be an artist, or you're going to open up your own little art studio, and that's going to be your little pocket of heaven, because you're going to start spreading out that energy through your energy art. You know, that could be it. So it could be on a micro or macro scale. Okay, and every little bit counts, because the more pockets of heaven we have, the more bubbles of heaven we create. Oh, sorry about that. The more bubbles we create, you know, the more heavenly earth becomes, basically. So, like I said before, January 1st, it started where we are, those of us who decided to do everything we're supposed to in 2018, release everything we're supposed to. We're still doing that last bit of releasing. We're tying up the knots. We're tying up the bows of everything nice and neat. We're getting situated. We're making up our minds where to go, what to do, doing our budgets, making final judgment calls. Right now, between January, this first quarter of 2019, second quarter of 2019, which starts around April, we will be moving into our situations where we start building. Second quarter. Could you be running a little behind schedule? Yes. But I'm just telling you because for me it's always exact. So I'm just telling you guys how the exact schedule goes. Your schedule, of course, can be different, but I'm also going with the energies of the cosmos, which I was told to keep an eye on the cosmos, that we're going to be literally running by this universal time clock for ascension. Okay? So that is what I'm going by. Keep an eye on your horoscopes. That's a huge thing. If you do your cards, you know, in relation to your horoscopes, like match the two up. If you do tarot or oracle cards, it's not just the oracle cards. It's very important to keep an eye on the cosmos, because those of us who put in the work and did everything, and this morning I got the message very, very strong. I was like, woo, yes. After I received that message of it's going to be, that Cobra message coincided with my message of the bubbles of heaven and the pockets of heaven on earth. It's because of universal divine law. We put in the work, so our payout is coming. And that starts with the second quarter. Like everything, the universe, like the way Source Creator showed me is like I had given that mantra before, that Source Creator is commanding the cosmos to do it to the nines for us. That is what's going to be happening in the second quarter. Right now, after this eclipse happened, which was very important, the big gateway is open. And a lot of us receive our marching orders for Part B, like I did. I always knew about the building, but I didn't know exactly when. And now I knew the area, but the actual location was revealed to me, which I visited, took pictures of and stuff like that. And I know the other locations in the other country and the other city I'm supposed to be working in also. So that was made very clear to me. My starting point was shown to me, and how I'm going to get my money and how much money and around when that money's going to come, that was shown to me. So it was very specific. And then I was told, in perfect divine time, all things have divine time. All things have divine time. That's the message I was given. And then I was shown divine law, and shown that everything that's going on is right now is very much according to divine law and the law of recompense, the law of yeah, it was like recompense. I kept hearing the word recompense, 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 recompense. For all this blood, sweat, and tears you put in, you're about to get that payback. So no matter how low you feel you are right now, that is coming around. Just have heart and keep going, you know, because, you know, I've been in a tough financial bind also. You know, everything just stopped and turned over the summertime, where I was told, hey, guess what? That's it. You're not gonna be making money in this fashion anymore. That's it. You're switching to that, and that is that. Deal with it. You know, and if you open up your heart and open your mind, and you will have what you need when you need it. But then I'm like, really? I'm still behind a car payment, so no. So you still have to, you know, tighten your belt. And there's a lot, you know, to deal with. You know, we do have to juggle and try to keep our heads above water while the transformation is going on, while Source Creator's ordering the cosmos to open up for us. The gates open, wide open. So just be in receiving mode, but not just receiving mode, but also follow the cues, because I was shown yin and yang. Be in receiving mode, but also follow cues and do the work. You know, I can't just sit back there and expect it to come rolling in. Like with my book, I had to, you know, talk about it. I had to go and meet with a bunch of different bookstores and to find out who's going to book me and who's going to have my book signing. And I ended up with the largest one when I wasn't even shooting for them, because I thought I wouldn't get them. And the one I wanted was a smaller one. They're the ones who said no, and the largest one said yes. Barnes & Noble. I mean, who would have thought? You know, so you do have to go out there and you have to keep working. You have to follow the cues. But then, again, the gates of heaven are open for us. You still have to walk through it. You still have to walk through it. Okay? So, again, hang in there, y'all. All right? We already have the victory. And, yeah, I wanted to read that mantra for you. Hold on. Yeah, and the last couple of videos, I mentioned the mantra that was given to me when I was connected with the other guardians of the 5D higher mind, fifth dimensional gateway. That happened during the portal opening. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have to find. The wind blew it away. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry about that. The wind blew away what I wanted to read to you guys. And I had mentioned it in the other video, previous video. Part of the mantra that we had to recite, it was like a spell that me and these other guardians of the gate, who we were connected via our third eye, whatever the seal that was there. We were connected through the sacred geometry. When we were stopping the dark ones from trying to co-opt the eclipse energy, we said, you know, our light shines so bright it incinerates the darkness. And I was first guided, hold off, don't mention it, and then I was able to mention it yesterday. And now, you know, I'm telling you guys, for my Patreons, I'm going to do the mantra 13 times, and you do it while focusing on the flower of life. So anyone out there who wants to do my light shines so bright it incinerates the darkness, you could, if you're drawn to saying it, again, don't overdo stuff. You say it 13 times, and you say it while looking into the flower of life, and you say it for however long you feel you need to say it. Okay? Now's a good time, because the gateway, you know, that eclipse energy is still wide open, and this big eclipse gateway, it is staying open till 2022. When it closes in 2022, I don't know. But after this first quarter, I was shown that it's going to, the gears in it, I've showed, like, it's like a Stargate, and like the gears are going to slowly turn like this and get close more and more and more and more and more and more and more until it's completely closed off by 2022. When in 2022, I don't know. But that's the way the gears are going to start going in motion this way, clockwise, and it's going to start closing off after this first quarter. So get yourself in gear. You know, it's not a time for slacking off and second guessing and still wondering and all that kind of stuff. That bullshit is over with, seriously. So again, say my light shines so bright it incinerates the darkness. You could say it 13 times, and you say it with the phi, the golden phi ratio, which I have in my good to know videos, in my it's in my community page, one of those. You know, go look at my my videos. It's there, the golden phi ratio. And do it while looking into a flower of life, because that's the pattern of the 5D higher mind grid that we formed over Gaia, and you're sending that energy out there. It's like a pulse. Like every time you say it, it like pulses out. And the stronger you are, the further that energy goes. That's how I was shown, like you shoot it out. And then your pulse meets up and merges with other light workers who are saying the same thing, who have the same intentions. So your pulses match together, and you know, you light up the entire grid. That's how it works. It's so cool seeing. And that grid is a blue grid, and the grid of the 3D grid, which is destroyed, it's like crumbled down, like scaffolding that fell down, is red. And even when it was up, it wasn't sacred geometry. It was, as you know, everything they do is inverted. So it was like totally messed up and jumbled looking when it was shown to me. That's why they need so much light and energy, and they deal in fear to keep it up. But we stopped them from getting the energy they needed to it's like jump, give themselves another jump, give 3D another jump. They don't have the energy or power. Any which ways. Okay, I'll be sending that to my Patreons. I'll try to do it as soon as I can, probably today. Okay, and if you're interested in purchasing it, you could also go to my website, where I have other meditations, mantras, activations for sale on my website also. You know, real official, like with the music and everything like that, and the repetitions. That's higherrealmholistics.com. Okay, so Lady V out. Peace, victory to the light. And yeah, if you did the work, you're going to get paid for it. Okay, and I'm not just talking money. I'm talking in every sense of the way, matter, including relationships also. Because I know I did my work when it comes to relationships and being open and receptive and loving and caring and things like that. That doesn't mean being a doormat. Okay, so peace out, victory to the light.